You guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds, hanging out with these nerds.
Nathan Nerdarch.
Nerdarchy Ted.
And we're doing it live. It's our weekly wrap, the end of the week, quests and adventures, whatever we call this thing now. And this is the last one before we head to LA to chill over at Geek and Sundry and some GM tips. So are you guys ready?
Yay! I'm excited.
I'm ready for you guys not to be
to LA to chill over at Geek and Sundry and some GM tips. So are you guys ready? Yay! I'm ready for you guys not to be to LA to chill over at Geek and Sundry and some GM tips.
Sorry, it just gets funnier when it keeps repeating. Live stream 101. Make sure you mute the stream.
I did. I just didn't mute it in all the tabs.
Yeah, all the tabs muting.
So apparently it was open in multiple tabs.
And it looks like you guys are, popping in the chat there. Welcome.
Thanks for joining us on Saturday.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, man, we got Anthony, we got Ninetales, we got Zerift, and than this, there's more than that watching, so that's pretty cool.
Very cool, very cool.
So Ted is our official keeper of times and lists and such. So what are we going to go over today?
On a list. Well, as previously mentioned, we talked about the Nerdarchy curated dungeon crate. So I'm kind of going to give some spoilers as to what's going to be in that crate.
But not yet, because we might as well wait until we get some more people on here.
Of course. You got some stuff that you're going to pimp and talk about.
We do.
We're going to, talk and do one more, shout out about that upcoming LA trip.
One more today. Wow. You guys are going to hear about that until I'm on a freaking plane. I'll be like on the plane going, guys, I'm on the plane. The plane lost the plane.
And then we got a contest to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I definitely have the contest. I meant to mention that, and I forgot to mention it. Do you guys like contests?
Where you can win stuff?
Would you like to take a survey? Anytime you get into that tone, that's what I hear.
Actually, and this contest is going to be one of the ones where anybody can win. You don't have to be a patron. You don't have to mail us anything. Like, there's very little hoops to jump through. You just click a link and some stuff will happen. And there'll be like 80 different ways to win. Well, maybe not. But there will be a bunch of ways to win, so it's cool. It's a cool prize. So basically, next week there's a particular video you want to be looking for, and that is going to be we're going to talk about the 5 best beast companions for a ranger. So look for that video and just know that there's a contest involved if you watch that through to the end, where we tell you how to win in the contest. And we're giving away something cool, so I think you guys will like that.
Indeed.
So how's everybody doing today? Anybody get some D&D on this weekend? This weekend I am going to have D&D oozing out of my ears.
I got no gaming planned. Although
you guys are fake. You guys are fake nerd guys.
Well, no, I'm actually going to be hanging out with Zach from Blues Light Painting tomorrow.
Oh,
so
cool.
We're actually going to be painting some minis, playing some board games.
Nice.
So I got plenty of nerd cred still happening tomorrow. I just
minis counts, I guess.
So
Minis does count.
Looking forward to.
So wait a minute, is this what really is happening? You're gonna trick him to paint all your minis for you? So
I'm not gonna trick him to paint all of my minis. No,
just most of them. You're like, look, I just got these. Listen, I know you're a busy guy. I know you're really good at painting minis and stuff.
Put some sad music on.
So I don't want to take up all your time and have you paint my whole mini collection. Just paint this one board game for me called Conan. And Ted's got 50 boxes from that game.
No. This is all an elaborate ploy. Once he's down here, I'm going to lock the door and I'll tell him he's allowed out once all the minis are done.
Oh, nice.
And they're all videos.
You must video tutorial this.
It'll be live streamed. Fine.
Kevin Burke, I'm doing Pathfinder today. I know I'm a traitor.
No, Pathfinder's cool. Whatever way you want to play.
You can play this game any wrong way you want to. We're not going to tell you how to play the game. Yeah. As Angry would say,
as your RPG and RPG the way that makes your heart happy.
Exactly. Epic Stench. Oh, Epic Dwarf Stench. Hey! Tonight D&D, tomorrow Final Fantasy Flight. games. Star Wars.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's some good times, man. I actually played D&D last night. So my little nephew came over, who is 10, was hanging out with my son, and he had mentioned before that he would like to try some D&D. So he made up a wood elf druid, and we played from level 1 to level 3. They were level 3 when we got finished last night, so him and my son played. So that was pretty cool.
It was strange. Dave was telling me the story. He actually used XP, and I was floored. I was like, it's been a long time since you did that.
I know. I haven't used XP in freaking years, guys. Years, I tell you. So I was like, I don't know what came over me. I'm like, you know what? You know, they killed when it was all said and done, they killed like 16 orcs.
Nice.
Over the course of like 2 encounters, and I even ran an encounter where. So one, I really thought they were just going to get murdered. To be honest with you. So I ran one where.
Breaking them in easy.
Yeah. Where there was like 2 orcs and they were like kidnapping a goblin.
Mm-hmm.
And so they get into a fight, and the one orc runs away, and they let him get away, and they drop the other one, but then they tie him up and stabilize his wounds. And he's like, my brothers are gonna come, and so I'm like, yeah, you know, the goblin tells you that the orc tribe's village is like a day from here, so it's a day away and a day back. So I'm like, and he's like, like 30 orcs might show up, guys. What are you gonna do? I was like, we're not leaving. We're gonna kill them. Like, okay. So they're like, we're gonna set traps, and they both had survival. So I'm like, all right, I'll let you use your survival, and I basically let them they made this gauntlet. So let them make like attack rolls with their survival skill, and then
cool.
you know, I did this like arbitrary how many orcs would get hit by each trap, and then they would roll. They'd roll for that with each hit, and then they would roll how much damage it would do. So then they'll kill like 9 orcs. You know, before the fight started, so I was like, there's another 5 that you guys have to fight. Yeah. And like David's character got dropped. The druid was at 3 hit points, and you know they did have a little help from the goblin NPC.
What did David play?
He was playing a mountain dwarf barbarian,
Nice
outlander, and Billy was a hermit druid wood elf. So I think we'll probably play again when they show up. So that was fun. And then I have to run out of here fast, and I'm going home to play in Encounter Roleplay Twitch stream.
It was a hermit druid.
I'm hearing something.
No, I'm doing it.
No!
It was on mute before. I don't know what the deal is.
Did you learn nothing? Because I got to fly out of here when we're done today, because I'm playing with Encounter Roleplay. They've got like a 12-hour stream going. It was supposed to be next Tuesday, but Will has his what has he got? He's got an immigration thing to try and get here. So
Okay.
interview. So they threw that at him, so he had to change it. So that's cool. So I'm going to be playing a College of Lore Goblin.
Nice.
At first I was going to go rogue, but I'm like, it totally sucks to be a rogue goblin, because like their best ability is literally cunning action. As part of cunning action. So like, you know what I'm going to do? I know, I'm going to make a goblin jester. Seems completely original.
Everyone's going to be thinking you're a Nilgob.
Nilbog, yeah.
Nilbog.
So is your name going to be Gobolo?
It is not going to be Gobolo. I actually used the name for the NPC from the night before.
Okay.
Snack.
That is nice.
Yeah, so that should be fun. Hopefully he won't become an orc snack.
Tom Harris asks if we have seen the trailer for Bright, which is upcoming.
Oh my God, I saw that and I'm like, wait a second, I have to wait till December to watch this?
Yeah,
Damn it!
I shared it. I shared it to the Facebook page the other day. I'd seen it before, and I'm definitely intrigued. You know, I've been seeing people. Oh, it's Shadowrun, but it's not like nothing like Shadowrun. It's just basic. I thought I was going to compare it to something. I'd be like, it's more like D&D Modern than a Shadowrun.
That's what I thought as well. I thought it was kind of weird to call it Shadowrun, but
it's not even close.
I mean, people can. I was like, where's the cybernetic stuff?
Right.
Yeah. Like Shadowrun is very specific.
It could be like the dawn of Shadowrun. It could get eventually to there,
but it ain't there yet.
It ain't there yet.
Yeah, I'm in there. I want to check it out. I love the opening of the trailer, the commercial, right? And like fairies.
Yeah, with like having no clue as to what it was, other than like, hey, Will Smith is in it. I'm like, okay, well, I like Will Smith. Let's see what this guy's got to say. It's like there's a fairy in the bird feeder again. And I'm like, wait, again? Again? All right, I'm intrigued here.
I forget the line that he says, but it was pretty funny.
Now, is it a movie on Netflix or is it a series?
I think it's a series.
To me, it looked like it said a Netflix original movie.
It could be.
I don't remember what it said at the end. I mean, it looks like it could be an awesome series, but it looked also like they had a very plot story.
Yeah,
that they showed you through the trailer.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is a movie, but I'm intrigued either way.
Yeah, I'm down for watching it, and yeah.
Doug says it's a movie. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which series, did you see, guys? Way back when we kind of were pushing and we reviewed the Tick trailer, or not the Tick trailer, the Tick pilot,
right,
on Amazon, and you had to pick between four different pilots, and they were going to make a series for that one. Well, the Tick won, so they're actually doing the Tick series.
Nice.
Yes, I'm excited about that. So there's a bunch of D&D chatter going on.
So I actually did. You put the request out there a while ago, Dave. I did watch Dice and Men.
Finally got to it. Did the family watch it with you? Well, not the kids. Did the wife watch it with you?
The wife did not. I kind of put it out to her, and she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "All right."
She missed out though, didn't she?
Oh, absolutely. So if you guys out there, you want to watch a cool movie about the life of gaming, I thought it was fantastic. If you're on Amazon Prime, it's free. Just go check it out. It's like an hour and 15 minutes long. Worth your time.
It is very if you enjoyed The Gamers, you will absolutely enjoy this, because I feel like it's like The Gamers with a better production.
I wouldn't necessarily say better production, because I'm pretty happy with the production of The Gamers. I would say a little more serious. There's definitely humor involved in Of Dice and Men, but I thought the overall theme of the movie was definitely a more serious tone.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, it definitely hits the drama harder than the comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. If you happen to have
Amazon
Prime, you can watch it for free, or as part of your Amazon Prime anyway.
Right. So go watch it. It's fun stuff.
Waiting for Game of Thrones tomorrow. I wasn't really super into waiting every Sunday, 2 seasons ago, but it's this season I'm it's getting towards the end, so there's only so many things they can have in it. So now I'm
my wife and I are torn as to whether we're gonna watch them Sunday to Sunday, or whether we're gonna wait for a bunch and then have
an
binge. Yeah. So I haven't seen anything for the season.
Well, you better stay off social media.
That's
I know you don't like spoilers,
right? Well, I tend to be a little bit more careful, and the last couple of weeks have been pretty rough for having time for social media. So I tend to not see much on Facebook. So it's actually kind of benefited me.
As far as nerdy things are going, so if you had something to say about the mute. Okay. As far as nerdy things are going, I'm going to be building a Lego set with the kids on the table by where I film, and we're going to be playing a Minecraft-inspired D&D style game. So
nice.
But we're building terrain first, so it's going to be part, because they only got so much attention span for certain things. So, building Lego sets,
children in their fruit fly.
Yeah, I mean they could sit in the room and read and build Lego sets for 5 hours, but. So directing them is completely different.
So we got a bunch of people on now. So I want to bring up, I need players for my game tomorrow, and I was just going to go to Patreon, but instead I figured if you're on the stream right now listening, and you send an email to nerdarchy@gmail.com, and you're available 2 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, Sunday,
with a 5th level character ready to play,
you're good to go. Yeah. So when I get home, I'm going to go home. I'm going to play some D&D with the Encounter Roleplay people. I'm going to check the email. I'm going to get back to people that have gotten to me. I think I still need 4 players. If not, I will go. Doug's staff writer Doug is free tomorrow. You can send an email with the rest of them. But if I don't get 4 players for tomorrow when I get home after that game, then I will just go to the Patrons and fill it out over there. But I figured I'd do it a little bit different. One, because I procrastinated really badly, and 2, because, well, we're here and we, I got you guys, captive audience. Well, unless you click away. Don't click away. You guys have an opportunity to jump in the game.
I got the message. I'm out of here.
Bob Smith, call out sick. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it. I hear it's a 2-parter too. I don't know if I'm spoiling anything.
What's that?
Zachary Young. Satina's great. Wonderful to see Matt Colville on as well. It's definitely on my watch list. Oh, again, too, guys, we are going out to LA, and right now I think there's like 3 people to hang out with. Like, we can hang out with you guys individually at this point. But we don't want to do that. We want to play D&D, and we need more people. So email us, nerdarchy@gmail.com. If you're going to be in or around the LA area next weekend, hit us up and let us know. We want to schedule something with you guys. We want to hang out and get together.
We're looking at something to do on Friday, so please contact us so that we can, play a game, play multiple games, whatever it is. Sign players' handbooks or whatever if you're into that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Bring your player's handbook. We'll bring a marker.
I actually bought Sharpies specifically for
signing.
Yep.
Silver Sharpies.
No, they weren't at the store. I think we have to order them online.
Son of a. We got to go to Crash Store. They got to have them.
Yeah, they're gonna have like the metallic Sharpies.
Well, try the guys from Critical Role Cast. These guys are kind of busy and hard to get to, but the rumor is that Thursday we may be able to do a tour of Geek and Sundry, that place. And I don't know if anything special happens there Thursday nights or not, but yeah, we're probably going to be hanging out over there, so that'll be cool. I know they weren't around this weekend because they're the Comic-Con.
Right.
So apparently it works out really well with being there next week and not this week.
Indeed it does, sir.
So that's going to be some good times. Come Gen Con, we got some cool things planned then. We're supposed to be trying to stream an event from there that we're trying to figure out the details on. Oh no, they're passing secret messages.
So I think that's why. Currently doing Wi-Fi streaming.
All right, so I'm going to disappear for a moment.
Oh, are we getting
a little bit twitchy, he says. And then I looked and we're not. We're doing Wi-Fi streaming instead of
yes. In. So Ted is going to try and get us a better signal. Why he does that. So also, guys, next week we're running a contest on one of our videos. It's the 5 best beast companions for a ranger video. So you guys are going to want to check that video out, because at the end of it, we're going to tell you how to win a pretty cool prize. I think you guys are going to dig on that. And hopefully the internet signal will be much stronger now. So that's coming up. What else we got? Stuff. Ted is all ninja.
Yes, we've got claims of Ted's Ninja Hood.
All right. Do you want me to get into the crate?
Sure, you can go over that.
All right. So as I mentioned last week, the Nerdarchy curated dungeon crate is coming up. I was incorrect in my when you have to sign up by, but the date is not August 15th, but August 4th. So if you sign up for Dungeon Crate, just dungeoncrate.com, by August 4th, you will get the crate that has been curated by mostly yours truly, but all of us. Most importantly, in there, put in Arc Knight. They did Nerdarchy dwarves. They took our faces and our kind of concepts, and they made us into dwarves that, if you've seen the flat plastic miniatures by Arc Knight, you're going to get us as dwarves. They look awesome. I'm super happy with the way the art came out.
They look really cool.
And they're going to be in the crate. You'll get all 3 of us. It's not a random assortment. There is still a couple things that are up in the air at the moment. A couple things fell through because of time-wise and what have you. But I will give some spoilers as to what's going to be in there. I'll say this, but I'm not going to go in any further. But you're going to get Beardspiration tokens. I'm not saying any more than that. You're going to get a Nerdarchy dice bag. That's a done deal. As I said, you're going to get the Nerdarchy dwarves as flat plastic miniatures. By Q Workshop, they have runic dice. So we're going to get a D2 and a D4. So if you need an interesting new D4, there's definitely a way to get it. One of the cool things that's in here is a dwarven-inspired dice tower. So, roll your dice in like, this little guy here, but normal-sized. It will have the Nerdarchy logo on it. It will have dwarven runes on it. And every crate that's purchased this month will have a donation towards Reading is Fundamental. Since we are RPG heavy, requires books, this is the charity that Nerdarchy picked that donations are going to go towards. And because of that, this dice tower will actually have the riff or Reading is Fundamental logo on it as well. So any further towers that are sold will also have a donation that goes towards Reading is Fundamental.
See, I was going for the Wayward House of Strippers, but the guys told me that was off-brand.
Yeah, just a little off-brand. So you had me at Dwarves, Epic Dwarf Stench, had me at Beards, Zerif Gaming, and questions for Beardspiration. But that's all you get.
I'm not saying anymore, but Beardspiration tokens in the box. Again, I've seen the artwork, awesome stuff. So please go support this crate. Go get your Nerdarchy stuff. There's more stuff in there beyond what I said. I'm not gonna give everything away. Like I said, there's still a couple things that are up in the air. So we'll see what's all there once it's actually there.
So a couple of people had asked about how we game. So we just run them over Google Hangouts, super low tech. Basically, like 15, 20 minutes before the game, we'll email you a link to join. You don't have to have a cam. It's better if you do. As long as we have audio, we can still play. Right. It's not a big deal. But we like to see your pretty faces too. So, and inflict our faces upon you.
Well, that part is always there as well.
If you guys want to kick off the roll call, man, we can jump in there and start busting that out. Got almost 50 people watching. Awesome, you guys rock.
So I believe Dungeon Crate is
$1 million.
$29.99.
That's $1 million.
I know if you're the price is kind of dependent upon what month or how many months your subscription is. So I apologize for not having that advice or that knowledge right off the bat.
Idea probably being that you get a discount, you buy more months
yes.
at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And I suspect if you go to Dungeon Crate, you can find the prices.
Yes, if you go to dungeoncrate.com.
You will absolutely find them. So we got people weighing in. We got staff editor Doug from Cleveland. We got Frigginator in Washington State. Bob Smith, Ohio. Tom Harris, Seymour, Indiana. We got Lincoln in Sweden. We got Sean Thomas.
In California.
He's in California, yeah, because we're talking about hanging out with him. He said something about a beefy combo. I'm like, where is that at? Combos.
Tacos.
Kelsey Nicole is in Texas. We got Jacob. Shout out from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Las Vegas, it says. Henry Hill is in Fresno. We've got, jumped on me. I'm lost. Zachary is in Bremerton, Washington. We've got Sean. Well, we just said California, but Covina, California. Sue Rainey is in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Hey guys. Hey Sue, how you doing? She's always interacting with us and liking and retweeting her stuff on Twitter. So
awesome.
thank you
so much.
Satori Shin is in Sacramento, California. So hopefully, Satori, you'll come hang out with us. Don't be a punk. Zaref Gaming, Tower of Palanthus. I'm tired of saying New Mexico. I don't blame you. Kevin, you just bounced on me. Kevin Burke is in Boston. And I almost made it there. So close. We got Anchorage, Alaska announced with Zachary.
Oh, nice.
Was there a code from Epic Dwarf Stench? I don't think there's any code or anything, right?
No.
It's just the August crate.
Yes. Even if you're not a Nerdarchy fan, this is the crate. Sadly, there is no discount code that I have access to or I'm aware of or any of that stuff.
So Bloodman, Alex Ukraine, nice. We've got Arizona in the house with Calvin Ball. Kevin Daly in Philly. Nice, you're close. You're right over the bridge. You know what? We might actually do that. Jen, you want us to do a review of the Critical Role Tal'Dorei? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Campaign setting. I'm very curious about it as well. I think the pre-order is out, and possibly you might be able to access the PDF. Wyland in Sweden, Anthony in Orlando, Florida, Epic Dwarf Stenches in Tampa, Prague, Czech Republic with Jan.
Ooh, that's a new one, isn't it?
It might be. Oppressed by the Sun, Austin. Anthony Luther, Riverside, California.
I like Cali. I don't know how close Riverside is to LA.
Yeah, California is one of those states that's pretty big.
Yeah.
We'll leave that for you to figure out. But yes, again.
Are you willing to travel the game with us?
Well,
it says the PDF's available immediately. Is that for the?
You might be able to if you buy it through Green Road. I'm gonna look into it and we'll see. We'll see about that. Hello from the Pacific Northwest from Richard. Abramlin Games for fun. Any chance the Brazilians can buy a crate too? So we know it does ship internationally, but it does not ship everywhere.
Right. We actually had one of our fans who was like, "I tried, but they don't ship to where I am."
Sue says she's got the PDF. Want to review it for us real quick in the chat?
Let us know what you think.
So yes, we can get the PDF and we will do it. I know I've got it pre-ordered on Amazon, so
I think I do as well.
Yeah. As always, guys, you know when you buy anything from a link from us, though, we always earn a small commission on that. Well, not always, but most of the time. Just assume we do. So most of the time we push that Amazon link, and I actually do a lot of my shopping through Amazon anyway. We don't have a ton of local stores, so there's that.
Yeah, it's a situation of like, okay, well, here I can be in the comfort of my own home. I can click the button and it appears.
Yeah. Like there's one store, but they gouged me for like $40 for Cards Against Humanity. Then I realized I can get it for like $25 pretty much anywhere else. So yeah, I'm like, maybe I'll buy somewhere else.
I recently did an outing with the kids. I think it was free game day or whatever, and they ran out of free game stuff, and it was like $70 for dice and stuff. And I'm like, good God.
Yeah. You better be providing a lot of service for that.
Yeah, so I ended up being like, yeah.
Leonardo, more Brazilians here. Woohoo! I will not make any commentary on Brazilians because you guys got mad at me last time.
We know you're too old.
Well, Jacob, I hope that it's good that we remind you of your first DM and his best friend.
He's like, I fucking hated that guy. It's so bad.
So I hope you have good, happy feelings about those guys.
Oh, that's funny, Doug. Flags near you only have free stuff.
Wow.
They're a little behind the times. They're like, we're not selling another darn D&D book until we get rid of these ones.
Wow, that's like 4 years out of date.
I don't know. Sean Thomas's screen is frozen. I think we're still going. I think we're still good. It's still live.
Yeah, I believe so.
Scanned about half. Looks like fun. Some adventure ideas. A nice map. Good info on the country. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I definitely want to check out. Like I said, I got it on pre-order. I definitely, it's been on my radar to go over to Green Ronin and see about getting the PDF. I don't know if you have to. I don't know if they'll just sell the PDF, or if you actually have to pre-order the hardcover.
Right. I don't know.
Decisions. But I like Green Ronin, so I like supporting their stuff. They've gotten a ton of my money over the years. A lot of times I would buy the stuff over there, buy their PDFs. And I used to like when we were playing Mutants and Masterminds, they would put out, I think it was every week they would put out their threat reports.
Yeah. And
you'd like spend $1 or $2 or whatever it was, and you get like a 3-page PDF with a new like supervillain. So I kind of dug that.
Yeah, those were pretty cool.
Let's see. Sean told me to DM. I pushed myself to do so. I'm doing my own campaign. Good for you, Kelsey. Rock it. Look, here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, you're just playing a freaking game, right? So if you mess up, it's hardly the end of the world. And you know, chances are, it might be different for you, but chances are when you first start out, you're gonna suck. But that's all right. Keep playing and have fun because you can suck and still have fun.
Absolutely.
And if you keep doing it, this amazing thing will happen.
You
get better.
You get better. That's it.
And a lot of that, I would say, for some people, is nervousness and being cautious about certain rules calls and things like that. So once you get over that, it's a lot easier.
This bum, Zero Flux, you guys are definitely still alive. Also agrees from faraway land of Philly. What's up, Zero Flux?
But as far as like the new gaming stuff or new GMing stuff, you know, if the rules are the biggest issue, pick the most veteran player, and if you're not sure on the rules, have that person look it up and keep going, and you'll learn this way. And page 17, it says right here, this is what the rule call is. All right, commit that to memory, move on.
Yeah, Doug's got a great GM tip. Look around the table, the players are smiling and having fun, you're succeeding. I'd say, like, honestly, you know, even if I play a new game, so what I'll do is I'll focus on, instead of focusing on the game, I focus on the story and like making calls on the fly, making up rules that I think are to be fun and exciting for the players. And it kind of like gives you a little breathing room to learn the rules a little better. And just, you know, you can introduce them slower to the players, to yourself. And as people said, like if there's other people that are veterans at the table, you know, usually people are pretty good in the community about helping each other out.
Yep. Is it flying now?
Well, no, it's not flying. They're talking about a bunch of different stuff. Several of the topics are basically about getting the PDF from Green Room, like $20. So it's not bad. But if you buy the whole thing, it's $35 plus $5 for the PDF, which is what I love. And I used to love it when Wizards of the Coast would do that. They'd like, I'd buy my books from them, and it was like $5. I would get the PDF, and I'm like, all right, I got access to the thing right away. And they got an extra $5 out of me for the thing that I just bought.
Right.
Also, did you guys see that the pricing's out for D&D Beyond?
Yes.
And that they're going to run a special when it first comes out?
Okay.
I've seen a lot of. I've seen.
There's a lot of negative comments about the price for the access to the digital content.
I'm actually out of the loop. I didn't see the pricing.
It's $2.99 a month for basic access.
Okay.
And then it's $5.99 a month for like the elite level. But this is like designed for the GM who wants to be able to share whatever kind of content he's got with his group. So as with the elite level, I think that's what it's called. If I bought all the books and then said, okay, well, you guys are in it as well, I'm the GM. You have access to all the books that I bought.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, how do you buy the books as well as pay that $6?
Well,
$5.99.
the books are priced individually, and they're like $24.99 to $29.99, depending upon what it is that you're getting. And those are individual purchases. You purchase it once and you got it, whereas the $2.99 or $5.99 is a monthly fee.
Okay, so you're paying $25 to $30 a piece for the books,
Mm-hmm.
and then you've got the monthly fee to be able to.
There's a discount on the 3 core books when they initially launch as well, so you can keep an eye out for that. Let's see. There was one here. I went, Ass Monkey 267.
So you called that out just for the name, didn't you?
I'll never tell. What can I do if I lost interest in my own campaign? Well, surprisingly enough, I think we did a video about 5 quick fixes if you've lost interest in it's not lost interest in your campaign, but if your campaign is broken or whatever. So that video actually addresses that. And that came out within the last couple of weeks, so it's there somewhere.
Look for it.
You can use the little search option.
Or you could just search for that and Nerdarchy. Yeah, that both of those works. But there, like every channel, if you go to the homepage, has a search bar on it, and it's like hidden. Like they should make it more obvious because no one ever knows it's there.
Nordic Dragon 89 running 3 one-shots over the summer. 2 down, 1 to go. Great. Your tips have been very useful. Going to use your Death Knight and Shadow Dragon monster combo for the finale. That's awesome.
Well, I hope they're high enough level.
Don't worry about it. It's a cool encounter. Just use it. First level, they're probably ready.
What is our thoughts on using Wild Magic search table for spells being cast when they roll a natural 1? Would you change anything for groups that have a Wild Magic sorcerer for something extra? Adam 4C.
Foisy.
Foisy.
All right, so there's a lot of hate on the Wild Magic Sorcerer. I'm not gonna get into all of it. I think the Wild Magic table that's there is pretty fun and interesting. We've been playing a game for 3+ years at this point in time with a Chaos Sorcerer.
Yeah, but do you want to use it for all your spellcasters?
Well, I guess if that's the nature of the world.
Oh, you're talking about all magic being wild? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
that's what he asked.
Oh,
Because normally you don't roll any dice unless you're doing like a spell attack. But if you're just going to say from now on everybody's going to roll a d20 when I want them to if they cast a spell, I guess that depends if that's like I would say if people didn't pick to be a wild sorcerer, I wouldn't do that to them. But I would say maybe an area has an effect. You could have a terrible terrain style where that is a chaos effect or something. Or, a strange magic ritual was done 1,000 years ago and it's still magic is weird in this area.
Yeah, so basically what Nate said, I'll double down on that. Get buy-in from your players, like he said. If they didn't pick that class, it's kind of dickish to force them to play that class. So it should be agreed upon in the beginning of the campaign.
But to speak to if everybody's on board, would you use that table? It's already made and ready to go. So the options you have, you can, what it is, a percentile roll, right? When it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So what you could do is you could isolate certain areas, and as opposed to having access to the full list, you could be like, okay, well, I'm going to use a portion of it. So instead of rolling percentiles, roll a d20, and whatever section of that, 1 to 20, 21 to 40, 41 to 60, or do that kind of stuff, and the options are going to be about the same, a third good, a third bad, and a third, kind of in the middle. And this way it narrows down the choices that could be possible in those given locales, and this way it will keep the game rolling and different, so it's not like, well, I keep fireballing the party because it's, I keep rolling 37 on this darn die.
So Zareth Gaming, I also wonder if my fall or winter campaign, having it with sandbox and just a single huge quest to start off, is a good idea to mix those two. They don't actually go together. Like, you're either playing a sandbox or you have a large overarching campaign. Because here's the thing, like, you can do it, but if you're saying sandbox, to me that says they can ignore your campaign, that big arc, which you have to kind of be okay with, and figure out how that affects everything.
Yeah, what's the repercussions for them going off and playing in the box instead of going and actually taking part in whatever situation is in the region?
My suggestion is do not do a lot of work on that overarching theme, just kind of like bullet point it, and if they go with it, then you can kind of flesh it out as you go, and then if they choose to ignore it, you can like use it as a backdrop and have things going on and talk about other cool epic adventurers that are saving the world and stuff while they're busy, doing whatever they're doing. But yeah, they could definitely work together. There's no issue with that. So I'm curious about playing in a game or running a game for you guys when you come to town next week, honestly. Well, I guess we'll have to find out how that goes next week.
We got, 5-6 days to figure that out?
Yeah, pretty much. Common Peters, well, one of us is really late.
Welcome, Bill.
Hey. Although, maybe, I don't know if I set it up for the right time or not. Who knows? I think I did.
I believe you did.
I think I did too.
Part of the live chats that I always like to hear is where Bill is tuning in from. So
Oh, we missed that part.
He kind of missed the roll call. So, Bill, please let us know where you're listening from today.
Adam Foisey, RPG crate versus Dungeon crate. Which one are you more impressed with for D&D? We will never tell.
Can I say I like them both?
I don't get both of them, and Ted gets them both. So
we live vicariously through Ted.
Yeah, we play with the stuff that he's got.
Oh yeah, someone just asked me the other day about what kind of stuff do we want, and it was me and someone else in the conversation, and the person was like, I'm not really a good person to ask because I don't collect stuff, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of the same way. But I'm like, hey, if you were to put that question in the Ted, he'll break you. You'll be like backing up trucks.
I apologize for being, thing intensive.
Yeah, we will go mad not knowing.
Oh, Comic Book Universe is coming from his created astral home.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice. I wonder if he's got Screech there with him.
Maybe. So Jacob is asking something about a link. Yeah, it won't let you put links in. It lets us do it sometimes as the creator of the live stream. Sometimes even we get blocked. Adam Foisey, parents visited last week and took 2 sets of dice with them for the grandkids. So now I have an excuse to buy more dice at the game store. Nice. You never have too many dice. That was the fun part about gaming with Billy last night. I was like, taking my big bag of dice and just dump it out. Take what you want. He actually caught on really quick to which dice to grab, which ones to roll.
He's pretty damn smart. So.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good memory too. So.
Leonardo is currently GMing a Pathfinder game campaign, but trying to find some ideas to start a mage campaign. By the way, one of my favorite games ever. You mean mage like the Ascension?
That sounds like, yeah.
Because it was capital M mage.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm assuming, rather than a campaign with mages in it. Well, I mean, there's the rules that you can go with, or you can kind of just be like, we're all going to play mages in D&D. I mean, in Pathfinder. So I guess that's like, which way are you going with this?
Yeah, that's a very different style game.
Yeah. I mean, playing super cool mages, I would probably, if you were going to play Mage the Ascension with Pathfinder rules, I would probably start at like 5th level.
Yeah. That is tricky because, like, is it like I would have played all mage campaign in Pathfinder, or I would have played mage, the game.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm looking for some ideas. Although it says, it's his favorite game of all time. So.
Yeah. Well, you can always do the.
Well, hooks are the same no matter what, right? So.
Yeah.
So so that part is going to be kind of setting agnostic, system agnostic, as far as what kind of game are we playing? Why do you have why are the mages gathered together?
What's your threat? What's your point of contention? Where's the tension?
Yeah, is it very personal and political? Is it like character driven motivations, like what they want to do in the world and how the world reacts to them? Well, in this case, for Mage the Ascension, is someone cheating the rule? There was a rule in Mage Ascension, basically you couldn't be super vulgar with your magic. Is someone cheating that rule? And how are they doing it? Like that's something that could be, and that could be a like saving the world kind of thing, because probably someone's going to be sacrificing a lot of something and to skip that. Like maybe you're going to end up with Dark Sun in the end if you don't stop this guy.
Now, also, World of Darkness, that whole overarching system is what your DM is called a storyteller. It's very story-driven. So if you're playing in that kind of game, you have to have a little bit more work on your story. Whereas, correct me if I'm wrong, but Pathfinder is more mechanics-driven, and it's designed to be able to withstand and handle a lot of combat. So depending upon what rule set you're doing, is kind of going to dictate how things could flow. Now, both of them are RPG, so you really could do it any which way you want, but the systems are designed a certain way.
They moved on to talking about maps. But really, whatever system you're playing, it doesn't matter. You just have to find a threat that would interest people of magic, right? And introduce that into your world. Something stealing the magic. And that affects everybody that's a mage. So it's finding the common ground, why they would all come together. If you're playing more of a D&D-esque type game, the trick might be to figure out how all the mages can be mages and still be kind of different. If you're actually using Pathfinder, that's actually kind of easy because there's so many variations and so many things that you can change. And the same thing with Mage Ascension too. All the mages are kind of different.
Right.
Some of them look like wire kung fu fighters, and others look like your traditional mage. So. Yeah, I agree with Doug. Like, if you're not good at making maps, and you that's a thing you want more maps in your world, just I don't know, the internet. They're out there. There's plenty of maps. Check out Dyson Logo. He's got awesome maps, and he does offer a bunch of them for free to use. So yeah, I would definitely recommend those.
I will also say that there are plenty of random dungeon generators that you can literally depict, like, oh, how big do you want it? How many rooms? You know, and you just set your parameters. You hit click, and it makes you a map. You can print it right out. Some of them even give you encounters and traps and things to do. A lot of time savers out there.
And if you're on Steam, there is a map maker that's pretty cheap. It's about $10, and it does a lot of cool stuff. And I think that's Arcane Mapper.
Okay. I haven't been on Steam in a long time.
Yeah, Pyromancer too is another one that you can actually do for free. Is another website with software for making maps. So
I think that's what I used the last time I had to.
And if you want some higher quality maps with not a lot of work, there's some Patreon people that you can support that they've got map making as well.
Dyson Logos being one of them. He even has his own hatch. I thought that was pretty cool. And I was like, they're like hatch marking. I'm like, what's the hatch marking? He's like, the cross lines. Oh, right. I'm not sure what the difference is between his hatch marking and other hatch marking. But apparently he's got his own, they call it the Dyson hatch. He's his own signature hatching.
Nice.
That's going a little deeper into maps than I actually need. I barely ever use them. I'm like, I don't know. I draw some squiggly. Sometimes it just looks like a tree,
maybe
stick figure tree,
as well as Dungeon Wall Kit Kats. That's old school.
Yep, old school Nerdarchy.
Oh yeah. We have not used the Kit Kats in a long time, my friends. Maybe we should bring them out for old time's sake. Do you guys have any thoughts for running some kind of dragon? The chat has moved on. I've seen it. It's gone.
There's a question in there somewhere.
Zareth Gaming. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. How would you roleplay a copper dragon that tells jokes and pranks without derailing the game with his jokes and pranks?
Well, dragon humor doesn't have to be human humor. So he can be telling jokes and the people just not get it. Do you know what I mean?
He's like, I'm hilarious. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, he doesn't change his type of humor to the crowd or the audience per se. So you're not gonna fall into the trap of it being too comedic. But at the same time, it does think itself quite funny, and it is telling jokes.
So like things that manipulate the greater timeline. You know, he's seeing it as, okay, well, 100 years from now, this is going to happen, and that's awesome. Or that's hysterical.
Or he could tell a joke about 500 years ago based on the age of the dragon. So if it's a young adult, or if it's like if you have an ancient copper dragon, they could tell jokes about people that lived 500 years ago. And you would get it if you lived during the reign of such and such. But you don't even know who that person is. So,
oh, you're just like a King Zillion, and start laughing.
Yeah.
And, without a decent history check, you might not have any clue who King Zillion might actually be.
Yeah, and, if you look it up or your history, they're like, oh, that guy also lost his eye or his finger or something and wore red all the time. Right. And you're just like, maybe you did something very King Zillion-esque, and he thought that was funny. Or maybe he's just going to deliver some punishment.
So, let's see. Oh, Mulat, question. How did you get in contact with Geek and Sundry? A couple Warlock packs. We offered up some firstborns, blood sacrifice, souls. Twitter. Also known as Twitter. And then, it helped. We had Satine and Rudy.
Yeah, you invited them on.
He came on to the live chat.
Well, initially, we were going to interview Satine.
Yes.
And something came up, and Rudy,
she got food poisoning and nearly died.
We got Rudy instead, and then we got Satine on, and then we got TL on.
Yes.
So,
and I had contacted TL through Twitter after having seen her on GM Tips. I thought, the GM Tips she did with Satine was a lot of fun. We actually did a video response to that video. And she probably shouldn't say this, but today she's probably one of my favorite interviewees. So she was a lot of fun to have on. Cool. Very excited, very talkative. It's way better than when you get someone and they're like Eeyore. Thanks for noticing. If there's one, look, I've only got one real rule about the live chats. It's just like, don't make me work too hard. You know, hang out, and talk about stuff. Yeah,
have a conversation. Enjoy yourself.
Pretty much, relax. I don't know, whatever that takes. Have a beer or two before you come on if you need to. Whatever. Go smoke a dude.
Comic Book University dragon prank. You mean like a giant wicker dragon from the first Dragonlance novel?
I remember it, but I don't remember which book it was actually in.
Yeah, I don't remember under which situation that was in. Did it get lit on fire?
It probably. I would only guess it did. I mean, I actually want to go back and read Flint the King. That was one of my favorite books. It was pretty funny. Where he gets kidnapped by gully dwarves and they make him his king. And then he has to teach them how to fight. Good stuff. Good stuff. Did you guys ever play the Doctor Who Adventures Time and Space Abramelin games for fun? Is asking. I have not.
I have not either, but it sounds like fun.
I have not. I'm actually, lacking in any Doctor Who knowledge.
I watched all the old series. I have watched like a season of the new series, 2 seasons of the new series, but I haven't gone up with everything.
Nordic Dragon has ninja'd me because Tom Harris was asking, is there a 5e official stats for half dragons? There is. It's in the monster manual, and there is barely anything in there.
It's a minor template that you can use to throw it on something. It's not like the templates of third edition. They're not super crazy anymore. It's like, oh, I'm going to add ridiculous amounts of stats. Rawr.
Yeah, I mean, it's really more for flavoring than anything.
Yeah, they try not to stack.
It's not like
a bunch of strength and dex and con on things.
Yeah, it's not like third edition where it's like, oh, now you're uber powerful.
You're a half dragon. You get +8 to strength, +4 to constitution, breath weapon, immunities, things.
Yeah, they tone that down.
Jacob Weaver, I've been waiting for y'all to go live all week. I open a coffee shop and watch your videos daily. Awesome, Jacob. Hey, we actually do a live stream pretty much every day.
Well, that's what it sounded like you said.
He said he's been waiting for y'all to go live all week.
Maybe he likes this one particular because we're all here.
The daily ones are much better.
They're just with Dave.
He doesn't want just Dave. He wants the rest.
The full Nerdarchy effect.
Oh, speaking of live chats, when these two go to LA, I'm going to be doing live chats with Doug, hopefully most of the days. And that's going to be the Thursday that they head out until Tuesday of that week. So also next Saturday, it's just going to be me. I'm actually not going to be here. I'm going to be at my house.
Oh, okay. So Adam Foisey, yeah, but your live stream is in the middle of the lunch hour. You just tell those customers, Adam, they need to hold on a darn minute and wait. We got Nerdarchy going on. Tell them to pull up a chair. Relax.
Yeah. Check out.
Join in the chat.
Introduce them to the awesomeness that is Nerdarchy.
Jacob Weaver. Plus, I'd like to go live with y'all one day if you're interested. It's a very strong possibility. You can shoot us an email at nerdarchy@gmail.com. Hopefully, you're doing interesting stuff that we can talk about, though. So that is like one of the caveats as well.
Right.
So if you're like, I sit at home, like this isn't going to be a very interesting conversation.
So make sure it can be interesting.
Yes, or at least make stuff up. I don't care. I'm not fact checking you. Someone else might, though. It's the internet. Someone probably will. They'll be like, that guy was totally full of shit. Yeah, I don't know. Sounded good. Really sounded like he knew what he was talking about. Well, I'd like to discuss the Goblin Uprising.
We talked about this.
Yeah,
we said that we're
Okay.
Twice.
Yeah, just checking.
So
Kept teasing it, so I want to make sure.
Yeah.
So there's a giveaway. Go look for the video that'll come out next week.
And also, I will say one last time, because there's like 50 of you guys hanging out with us. Awesome, man. It's nice out. It's the summertime. What are you doing inside?
Listening to Nerdarchy.
Taking a break during the hottest part of the day. What a good idea.
Curse you, son. But anyway, if you guys aren't doing anything around 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, I will be running a game. You're more than welcome to come watch. But I also still need 4 more players, and I am actually taking these players from the people that are watching this video today. So if you email me at nerdarchy@gmail.com, let me know you're available. 5th level characters, 2 p.m. Eastern time. After I leave here, I'm going home to play in a game for Encounter Roleplay. And then after I've done that game, I'm going to check my email, and if you guys have gotten back to me, I'll contact you. If not, I'm going to the Patrons, and then I will fill the ranks from there.
And it's 5th level character, and you need to be online a little bit ahead of time.
Yeah, we send out the link through via email like 15, 20 minutes ahead of time. We play via Google Hangouts. Webcam and audio and headphones preferred. We can do without the webcam. The video is not crucial or essential, but we do need decent audio and a decent internet connection.
Mm-hmm. And about a 3.5 hour time commitment.
Yeah, we play for about 3 hours. And we just do theater of the mind. No virtual tabletops.
It's a Google Hangout, so you'll have to not use Firefox for those of you that are normally use that.
Yeah. So nerdarchy@gmail.com. So it's nerdarchy@gmail.com. It's pretty easy. We keep it nice and simple for you guys.
I will throw out there the GoFundMe is still up, still available. We've got our plane tickets, but we don't want to sleep on the ground. It's hot out there. So if you have donated, thank you so much. If you have not or cannot, please share it around. The trip is coming up in just a handful of days. We're heading out on Wednesday. So there you go. Internet has been handled.
Woo! Successfully panhandled. Check that box. Bam! With dynamite. So we are getting very close to that time.
And you've got to head out.
Yeah. So we've got a time crunch for Dave today.
Yep. And also, guys, man, we're going to be at Gen Con, so let us know if you're going to be there. If you're in LA, let us know you're going to be there. And, basically, to get a hold of us, it's the same thing. Nerdarchy@gmail.com.
How many times can Dave say nerdarchy@gmail.com this session?
So Adam Foisey always confused kobolds and goblins. Who would actually win in a fight? Good question. Are there traps involved?
Yes. Are the goblins invading the kobold lair that the goblins lose?
Yeah, pretty much. I, for one, accept our new kobold overlords. Kobolds are freaking awesome. All right, guys. Wrapping it up. Well, wait a minute. Where is Gen Con that you are going to? Gen Con is in Indianapolis. And it's been there for a while now. And this is the
50th Gen Con.
Yeah, so, we definitely will be there. Reach out to us if you're going to be in Gen Con. Reach out to us if you're in the LA area or you want to travel to the LA area to hang out with us, because we would love to play some D&D with you guys and just talk about nerdy stuff and hang out. But it's so much easier when people show up. So, and pretty much Gen Con, the only thing I've got really booked so far is Thursday. I got a bunch of stuff going on, but after that it kind of opens up, and hoping to maybe commandeer some space and run some games and make some things happen is probably the plan.
And he's willing to do it too. He'll throw people out of rooms. That's it. I'm using this place. We're gaming.
We're going in Jersey style. Joey Mercado, love the channel. Excited for DM tips. We're excited too. That's going to be awesome. I will be there. Did know that. I will be there. Did know that. Was the only one. Didn't. Yeah. It's like some typos. It's all right. Yes, at Gen Con, there is only one Gen Con. It's not like PAX where it's spread out everywhere. It's like a plague
Of goodness.
If plagues can be goodness.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. I guess that's it for today. If you want to hang out with me some more, in about an hour or so, I'm going to be over at Counter Roleplay. Come hang out. So until next time,
Stay nerdy.
Bye.